you have pleasure.
See, that's what we gotta go. They got squared up.
You're making my head hurt.
They got squared up on that end. It's got to be exactly flat across here. It's got to be, because their boat will face up there. So that's all got to be. They got to make sure it's. They call it square, flat across that end. Can't even be a ½ inch off. So that's what they're doing. 35-foot steel cable, they call it a wire. It's a 35-foot steel cable, and they lay it. They lay it, and there's a ratchet. It's a big barrel ratchet with threaded ratchet where they can tighten it up.
About 5 foot slack.
And there's some chain links all involved with that, and they can adjust using that barrel ratchet, screw type ratchet, and they.
Couple inches.
And the connections to
Tie wire.
anyway. I don't think I described that really well, but I'm trying to watch the video and describe. But that's how you square up, and that's how they square up a toe. See, they're looking at it down the side. He'll flatten out, and then they'll look at it across here and make sure that it's all perfectly flat, because it's got to be square. They call it square, flat down there, because that's where the boat will face up. Will actually be on that end, faced up right here, facing back this way. So, and the boat's wider than this barge, so we can't be touching here and not touching here, or vice versa, or we'll set cockeyed. So it's got to be like I said, what we call it, square. And that's what he's doing. They were catching a wire, and then they shove up a little bit, and they'll see where it's at, and then they'll adjust it.
I bump ahead, but I gotta take up a link.
See, now they'll take up a link. And just FYI for you mates out there, a link, if you've got a single part, that's 6 inches. If you've got 2 part, that's 3 inches, and you keep accordingly. Those are 6-inch links. And however many parts of wire that you have, or that's how many times you use to shorten or lengthen up your lead. Anyway, a little mate talk there, y'all. There's little tricks like that, and I mean, I know guys that could catch it. They could just sit there and lay a wire and catch it, and then maybe take a couple turns on a ratchet, and they're good. There's different fittings. I mean, there's a lot of variables, But the old hands, it's something that just nothing can beat it except experience. I mean, that's all there is to it. I was a young stud mate, big muscle bound boy, and I could throw rigging, and I knew the basics of it, but I had them old guys that would just do it. They could eyeball it, and they could beat me with experience. I'd be over there big muscled up, throwing rigging around, dude. I could move a lot of weight quicker than they could, but they still had that something about this job, that experience level. Same way with the wheelhouse. I was a young cocky pilot, thought I knew everything once, but now I'm older and I realize that I was a young cocky pilot that didn't know a lot back then.
What was that? Dustin's nephew. So good.
But what I lacked in knowledge, I made up in balls. That's for damn sure.
Thank you.
Anyway, that's putting a barge in. That's kind of what's involved. They get wires on that end. They catch what they call the opposite, so it'll keep from going up, moving. And then
They can get that one if you want to get, they may want to get together and get it started on the rigging count.
they'll count up rig and all that. Anyway, that's kind of how that is. That's what we got going, or what the guys got going. Good folks here, man. Good folks here, Bricky. The chap at Craggy just lost power. It's Tug's to go rescue. He lost.
Might be on that port barge there, Chad.
Lost both engines.
Alright, man. Woo! Shit, that's kind of scary. No problem, man. Wish you the best of luck there, buddy.
Got everybody's attention. He got them going. He lost his main engine, both of them. Them tugs broke off his haul and tail.
Back up. Hey, you the one is it? That equipment still touching up for y'all there, bro? Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, we'll just shove it over there, bro.
Hey man, I want you fellas around when I had troubles.
All right.
Y'all broke all. That was some quick. Hey, that was quick. That's nice.
Hell yeah, man. We all about trying to help.
Ain't no lie, man. That was pretty quick action. Good job, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
That's cold. Cold. stupidly huge tow. Fucking enormous. 35 barges. 30, yeah, 7 wide. right here sitting in the slack water harbor, backed up in it. I'll zoom out. See, it's the river running like that, going that way. And here's the little slip that we're backed up into here at Osceola. And see, we're backed up in it right here. There's a boat going by out the river out there. It's going by. Anyway. No, that's what we got going. Pretty good size too.
Chris Reeves.
That's quite an optical illusion. But I'm moving forward the whole time.
Lance Dragon, Chris Reeves.
See?
Hey, bud. Slow down and let you come on by.
The head was sweeping, sliding in a turn.
Oh, whatever side you want. If you need me to cross over, just let me know. Alright, we'll cross over and let you come on by on the 2. Thank you, sir.
Kind of a trip. Kind of a trip. There you go, Ro. Check it out. I don't know if that's it. I'm pretty sure it's that. There's another one down there. There's a bunch of these hunting cabins down through here. But that one's, I think, is supposed to be Hank Williams Jr.'s hunting cabin. But I'm not for sure. That's the rumor I've always heard. There's one down there. There's an airstrip back down in there. Let's see. There's another one. Another big cabin on down, but that's pretty much what we. That's kind of the running theory or whatever. What I've been told since I've been out here. That's Hank Williams Jr.'s hunting cabin. So, you know, we might have died a rumor. I'm pretty sure. I think it is. A lot of the guys at the fleet up there at Rosedale.
There, Sally. I appreciate it.
A lot of the guys up there at the fleet, that's the word that they've said. That area. Anyway, we're back down to 30. Drop some at Rosedale.